Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. And during that time, we'll have a waning gibbous moon, which is a really good time for self-reflection, rebirth, time to get rid of bad habits and negative thinking. We'll then have the last quarter moon, which will move us into the waning crescent. And that could be a really good time for surrender, rest, and healing. So that'll be towards the end of your week. So keep those moon energies in mind. All right, this will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Aquarius, your overall energy for this reading. It's time to take action. All right, let's see what the Aquarius Collective has going on this week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to notice the world around you, not just today, but every day, for synchronicities. You know, if you're going through something, a lot of times there's just little breadcrumbs out there in the form of synchronicities that are really there to help you if you've got your eyes open and you're paying attention. So this may be an animal that you come across, maybe some repeating numbers, or a song that you overhear, a part of a conversation, you know, even if you're not involved with it, just some words that kind of pop out of the universe there. So just keep those things in mind. It's my little reminder for the week. All right, Aquarius, it's time to take action. Let's see on what. All right, your present energy. Okay, you've got a tower. So it looks like you do have some sort of disruption coming up for you this week. And we'll see if we can determine like what area of your life, but looks like you're going to have to take action. You're just going to be forced to, because there's something that's just disrupting your world this week. You know, this doesn't have to be major, but it's usually just something that's there that you have to manage. Current situation. All right. So involving pentacles and looking back on maybe some seeds that you've planted. This could be in the work realm and something with your material world, but there looks like there's some disruption there, like that you're kind of waiting on a harvest to come in, and maybe it doesn't come in the way that you thought it was going to. You know, maybe there was a bonus that you had planned that's not coming in. You know, that you were looking for this money to come to you, or you know, maybe you're involved with something at your work that, you know, could be a sales thing, and you've been working on this really big sales presentation, and maybe that's all done and the sale didn't come in. So looks like something that it's seeds that you've planted that are maybe not coming through like you thought they would. At the root of your situation is Page of Cups. So, you know, were you not paying attention? Were you kind of goofing off? This is our card of kind of juvenile humor. And it could be that you were kind of being a little bit nonchalant and just thinking, oh, you know, yeah, this thing's going to play out and pan out. And just maybe being a little bit immature in your attitude about it and not paying attention to it. And then it hasn't come through, and you are having to take some action with it. Maybe not, but we'll see here. In your recent past is a little bit of a celebration. Okay, and maybe it was an early celebration. Again, maybe you thought this thing was coming through, and you know, sometimes, you know, what is the saying? You know, don't count your eggs before they hatch. That kind of thing. I'm really getting that feeling that, you know, there was something that you thought was going to come through, and it's not. It's just not, and you're just going to have to manage that. And again, maybe there was some little early celebration that you thought, and maybe you spent money that you didn't have, thinking this money was coming to you. So on your mind, Page of Swords. So this seems to be a problem here of, this was immaturity. This was immaturity in your attitude, and maybe immaturity in the way of your actions and your messaging. Some sort of immaturity. It looks like it's has gotten you to this tower moment. You know, these are our juveniles, and you know, sometimes that can be fun and light, depending on the position, but I feel like that's kind of what we're dealing with now, is this has kind of been your attitude, for whatever reason, that just maybe a little bit of immaturity, um, made you, again, hatch or count some eggs before they had hatched. What is just in front of you? Okay, something something's going to save you, which is really nice. So, even though you are going to have to take action, something is like, take a breath, because yeah, I was starting to get a little concerned for you there too with this tower, like, but and I almost get like a little sigh of relief here with this Ace of Pentacles. Something's definitely coming in to give you a hand. So, I guess my message is, it's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. It's not the end of the world. Again, it's a disruption. It's not as great as you think either, but it's not as bad as you think. In your advice position, all right. So there is someone around you that you may need to just consult when it comes to this. And this could be a work partner. This could be your actual just life partner. This could be, a friend. But this is definitely telling me that there's someone else that you need to consult, and they may lead you here to this Ace of Pentacles, like, hey, here's how you get, I've been in this situation before, here's how you get out of the situation. Or and there's just some sort of advice. So I'm going to say that your advice is to seek advice from someone older, wiser. Doesn't have to be older, but wiser about this sort of situation than you. Is this some sort of investment that you got yourself involved with that maybe you don't know as much as you thought, with this, and it's just your immaturity. It's not, again, it's not the end of the world. It is a disruption, but it's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be, or as bad as I thought it was like 2 minutes ago. So, okay, what is beyond your control this week is the Hanged Man. Of course, you're definitely getting schooled in the way of new perspectives for sure. And maybe not, I don't mean to be laughing, because I do think this is a disruption, but I almost get this feeling like, dude, you should have known. You should have known. Like, you did something, again, that was a little bit immature. And it's like, I just want to smack your hand and say, you should have known that. You should have known that. And again, if this is some investment thing or something, where you've made a little bit of a financial mistake, it's not the end of the world, but there's someone else out there that knows more than you. Please seek that person out and get their advice, and you're going to be fine. Secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid. Well, I'm sure your secret desire now is to be financially stable. I don't think you'd be trying to avoid that. But yeah, again, I just get the feeling that you put too much faith in this thing. You put too much faith in it. And, I almost get like, I don't even want to say it, like almost like a pyramid scheme that you thought, oh, this is definitely going to pay out. And most of us know that those do not pay out, but like, you just didn't listen. You just didn't listen to what the world said about that, and you went ahead and put your time and energy into it, and now you're kind of like, oh, okay, no, it didn't work out actually. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is that this was an honest mistake. This was a mistake of immaturity that I guarantee you will not make again. And we all have to learn, and it just took you a little longer to learn this one, right? In your outcome position is the Empress. So at the end of all of this, here sits, our goddess of creativity and abundance, and actually pregnancy. Um, and I always say, it doesn't have to be actual pregnancy, although it can be that. But typically it's the pregnancy in which a thought, some thought that you have had, maybe here, this Page of Swords is going to pan out. And in this case, it would be the pregnancy of actually, putting a nest egg somewhere that over years is going to grow and eventually pay off. It's not the quick get rich quick scheme that maybe you've been involved with here. This is real financial security, and it's something long term that's not, again, brought on by immaturity. This is your maturity actual coming through. What is hidden from you this week? All right, is this feeling of dissatisfaction, and probably because I feel like you're going to be scrambling. You're not going to have time to feel dissatisfied, because I feel like you're going to be scrambling to take action on this and make sure that you can get it corrected. But you're ending up in a good spot here with the Empress, that you're learning your lesson is really what I'm feeling. The lesson gets learned, and you realize that there is no get rich quick, that it takes time and it takes patience, and that's something everybody has to learn at some point. So it's just your time right now, Aquarius, to learn that. And it's rough. I know. It's it's hard on the ego to be like, oh, what? I was going to be a millionaire and now I'm not. So we all feel for you, Aquarius. We've all definitely been there. All right, card flying out for you. Take the lead. So you're going to have to take the lead on fixing this. And again, the advice is to seek advice. There's someone out there that knows more about this than you do, and you definitely need to go find whoever that is in whatever situation that is for you. Find somebody who's a real professional in that, and it's not going to be as bad. Like I said, it started looking bad at the beginning. It's not going to be as bad, and you're going to learn your lesson, and that's never a bad thing in life. We're all here doing that. We're all here learning lessons, and you're going to take the lead on fixing this. So, Aquarius, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I do hope there was something that you can take away and use. Again, your overall message was it's time to take action. You're going to take the lead. I think you're going to be very busy this week fixing this thing that you thought was going to be awesome, but it's going to be okay, and you're going to learn your lesson. So, again, I appreciate your time, and I hope there was something that you can take away and use. If you're comfortable, leave me a comment and let me know what you're going through. That kind of feedback helps me help you, and that would be really awesome. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Also, if you enjoy my reading style, if you would like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. It does help my new channel, and that would be so great. So thank you so much for that. Aquarius, good luck with this situation. And I know you're going to have a busy week, but it's going to end up okay and you're going to be just fine. So thank you so much, Aquarius, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.